So some further instruction on this blind contour portrait assignment project. Once you have a sketch finished, you're going to turn that in here. So you have already done that. Might look something like this or this, just lines. Make sure it's just lines for now. And you're going to turn in 3 of those. They can be from different angles or different expressions. Doesn't have to be 3 of the exact same thing. Once you have that sketch finished, go down to the actual project page here. This is where you will eventually turn in the finished project. We are going to spend 1 week on this, and it's pretty quick, and it'll be pretty easy and I hope fun. I'm going to show you some examples of taking that sketch to the next level. First of all, you're going to draw your sketch larger on at least half of your white drawing paper that I've provided for you. And you're going to choose your favorite of the 3 or more sketches that you turn in. Make sure when you draw it on the larger paper, make sure it fills up the space. We'll talk more about that as we go through some of these examples. The medium you'll be using is colored pencil, and this one is mostly done in colored pencil. You've got lots of different colored options. It doesn't have to be just all these purplish colors, but you can use a color harmony. You can use colors that you just think look good together. If you want to, you can highlight, like some of these lines are highlighted with a black ink on this example. If your ink pen that you have still has ink in it, then feel free to do that. But mostly it'll be in colored pencil. You see the sketch, and it's a blind sketch, so it's kind of crazy and funky. And so just make sure to finish this project, you are coloring it, and there's going to be some different ideas about how to do that in these examples. This one's great. It looks good. It looks finished. There's a lot to look at. This one's a lot more simple, right? A lot more boring, I think. But maybe in some cases, this is what you're capable of. And so do what you're capable of and try to push that even further. Remember, guys, that when I'm grading these projects, I know by now in level 3 what you are capable of. So if I know you're capable of something more like this, but you turn in this, then don't expect the highest grade. This one's colored pencil as well. I think this one is, and also this one has what looks like some ink outlines. Again, if you want to do that, that's fine. This one's not colored pencil. It looks like watercolor washes or something. But still, it's good. It can be something like this where it's more soft and blended. Keep in mind, guys, when you're coloring this, you don't have to do this blindly. You're just doing the initial sketch without looking at your paper. Another example there. This one's pretty cool because it's got some parts that are fairly realistically shaded, and then other parts are not shaded at all. If you do something like this, you know, these eyes and the mouth are going to take longer, and so I'm not expecting you to do that on everything. And of course, when this student drew the eyes, they didn't look like this when she did it blindly. She just kind of fixed those parts up for emphasis, and then added a little bit to the background. This is pretty cool. The composition is nice, good angle. Consider getting something like that instead of just, you know, a straight face looking straight into the mirror, or a photo where it's just a kind of a boring pose. Coloring on this one, again, looks like marker. Pretty simple. Hopefully most of you are capable of doing a little bit more with it than that. This one's really cool. I think this one's oil pastel. Now you guys are using colored pencil, but you can still color in some of these ways. Let some of it stay white. Your paper's white. You can add white coloring. Add as much color as you want. Do something cool with it. Like this looks kind of like the corners of the paper are folding down. This one almost looks like it was done digitally. I like the color harmony. I like all of this. I don't really know what all this is, maybe a hand or something, but it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of detail in it. So there's quite a few different examples there. I think that was the last one. So remember, just to reiterate the process here, you're starting with those 3 sketches. You're going to take your favorite, and I can give you some advice on which one might be the best. You're going to take that one and enlarge it, just draw it again on the bigger paper, and then you'll color. You add color, mostly with colored pencil. You can add ink if you want to as well, although I would leave that for last. And once you are finished, by the end of the week, get this turned in here.